Just regarding substitutions, there was a few players looking a bit leggy towards the end. Could I just ask maybe why you didn't make that third substitution?
Because we were doing well, actually. And having to make the third substitution, we were down to 10 men at that time. Callum O'Dowd was on. I'm always James McLean. He's always going to give us something. We put Scott Hogan on. I don't think anything was going to really change that, to be quite honest. And I thought we were doing okay with the subs we had on.
Okay, Gavin.
Mick, why did you change the formation from midway through the first half?
Because I didn't think it was working.
What elements of it weren't working?
They are just very good at it. I tried to get two strikers on the pitch, and probably we were, in doing so, trying to help Aaron in terms of his full debut. They played better than us at that system, to be quite honest. I don't think it's... I mean, if you consider who plays that system, James plays it at Stoke, Ender plays it, John Egan plays it, Brighton plays it, Duffer plays it. There's no problem with it. We've done it before. We did it in the game at home. But having changed back to 4-3-3, we were better at that.
And do you think that was the main reason in why the second half performance was better?
Possibly.
Yeah. How do you assess Aaron Connolly's performance?
Difficult for him. Difficult for him that he was playing against a team that had the ball most of the time. We didn't get much of it. Difficult for him that we didn't really give him any supply, any real service in the first half. And then I've had to change it, and he came on the left, and we stuck him up the front, up the middle, but playing against three centre-backs, as I said in here yesterday, that would be difficult for him. But he'll be better for it, he'll learn from it. I just said to him, Kevin Kilban made his debut in Iceland. I took him off, I think, at half-time, and he went on to make 120 appearances or something, so he's got nothing to worry about. There's plenty more caps to come, Aaron.
Yeah. My final question is, there were 2 shots on target from Ireland tonight and 3 at the weekend. Like, they're relatively low numbers. Like, does that worry you going into the last game against Denmark?
I'd like to have a few more, but if we get one on target and it beats the keeper, we might just win 1-0. So that'll do for me.
Yeah. Okay, thanks.
Last couple of questions because we need to go on. Owen?
Mick, you spoke about getting momentum at the start of this campaign, which you've built up. 1 point now from these 2 games, 2 points from the last 3 games. Does that worry you because you now need that momentum back for the last week?
No, it doesn't worry me because we've got the game coming that is winner takes all in that game, and I keep saying I'd have settled for that. I would like to have had more shots on target. I'd like to have scored more goals. We've got ourselves into this position by not conceding and being pretty tough at that, and then nicking a goal if we have to. And we're still in a position that we can qualify, so I'm happy enough with that.
Ed?
Nick, just before the match, you said that you changed the formation so that you go toe-to-toe with the home side. In the early stages, do you think maybe the team went a bit too gung-ho and trying to, I suppose, make an early impact?
Not really, no.
Okay, and then just in terms of players missing for the next game, is that one of the main
Well, Seamus is
problems
missing.
to take from this game?
Seamus missing.
Shane
Anybody
Duffy's
else? Duffy? He's always 2 bookings. We haven't got any, it's 3 bookings at camp.
It's 3 now, not 2.
There you go.
Well, I suppose if you've got like for like there with Matt Doherty, it's not the end of the world. So
Well, not really, no, because I've asked on many occasions why Matt Doherty's playing. Well, he's now got an opportunity, hasn't he?
And obviously you have a month now just to get ready for that. Is the New Zealand game any use to preparing for a game like that? Is there any, or would you want your players sort of just coming straight into that game or having played a few days previous?
I don't think the New Zealand game, in terms of the importance or the stature of it or what it means is going to have any bearing on it, no. And I'll consider what I do in that game as to whether how many I play in that game and whoever's going to play in the game afterwards against Denmark.
Last couple, please.
Just Mick, the referee just seemed maybe a little bit too card happy. Some of the yellow cards for the Irish players maybe were a little bit soft. What was your own assessment of how the game was refereed?
I'm not going to speak about the referee because I get into trouble if I do. So we're not allowed to comment on them.
Any last question? No? Okay, thank you very much.